Hey, what's up, everybody? I know I haven't uploaded a video in a while, and thank you to those who have subscribed and tweeted at me. I wanted to look at a demo from Fur today from SK because ESL Pro League Finals Season 5 is happening right now, and SK is in the semifinals, getting out in the group stage after a three-way 3-2 tie. They actually dropped Cobblestone in their group stage, which is pretty surprising. Um, the person that they're matched up with, North, topped their group, so they're going to be playing them in the semifinals. It's going to be pretty interesting to see if SK can shape up after having a pretty rough group stage. I think that Cobblestone is SK's best map. Um, it is going to be pretty interesting to see if North lets Cobblestone through. I I think that the pick ban might go something like SK is going to ban out Nuke. North is probably going to ban out something like Mirage, um, or not Cash because they're pretty good on Cash. Basically, what I think it's going to end up as is like Overpass Cobblestone. If Cobblestone isn't banned, it's going to be like Overpass Cobblestone, um, Inferno. That's my idea for the semifinal. In which case, I think SK has a real chance of dropping some maps here because if North and MSL can deconstruct the way these guys play Cobblestone, SK's Inferno is not the best. Um, Although it is extremely strong, their map pool is incredibly deep. Their one permaban um, has allowed them to almost dominate the field in the past couple of weeks. So let's hop right into the demo. Make sure this is cranked up all the way. So we're going to see them on the T side first, grouping up around B. C9 is aggressively pushed out, and they're already fast flanking. Get control of drop for free. And they're looking for fights here. For being the second man in through drop is interesting. Ooh, and he gets wrecked by Shroudy. So they drop the pistol. No bomb. Forcing up. This is automatic here. Automatic cures the pressure and smokes them off. So they're gonna just swing all the way back to B. No. Looks like they're really not that scared of taking the Tech 9 duels up close here in danger. Fur looks like he's going to be the second man in on a lot of these hits after Phelps, which I like, especially along with Taco, because Fur is one of the most consistent aimers when he knows where somebody is. Doesn't end up getting that frag, drops off the wall. 2-0 quick to Cloud9. Pretty standard save here. They get mollied off of drop, so... Ooh. Taco eats a fatty nade. Looks like they're just playing for some pushes. So it's cool to see them all grouped up. It looks like they really want to group with a lot. Minimal lurking or minimal swings when they're on their pistol, force, and the following eco. Right now they don't look extremely coordinated, but you know, tough to do. Alright, into the gun round. Where are we going to see Fur go? Fur wants that drop control. He's going to be jump spotting for drop. You can definitely nade this jump spot. Taco gets killed on plat early. After getting killed, ooh, Fur gets nothing through the smoke trying to push. Continues to jump spot drop. As I get the frag over on B. Scoodoodle refrags on Fallen. Fur looks like he wants to take this fight mid. He's calling mid clear. Now Fur is in a really tight position. He has his buddy probably down into drop or spotting drop, and he's going to crunch onto B site. Watching for any of the flanks. He knows two are there. And somebody's flanking out the guy in drop. Just trying to clear the site the best he can. His teammate gets down drop. Smokes off door. Plants safe, and they're off to the races. So a 2v3 with the door smoked. He's playing inside of pizza. Heard steps at door. I like this from Fur. So he decides to play behind the rock where he can't be spotted, trying to play as safe as possible, while his teammate, also safe from drop, is covering on plat. Dodges the flash. Ooh, Shroud destroys him. Oh yeah, and then cold 1v3s at the end of the round, which is typical of him. See, that's the exact nade that was getting the jump spot, and it dunks on the person behind him. Kind of cool to see him run across. Looks like he's really trying to take this fight right away. He's really confident that Shroud is right here playing E-Box and that he's not just tucked in the corner here. He does end up checking for anybody else in drops, but somebody could have peeked him, like right there. Which is kind of weird. No shooting on the drop, which is interesting. Usually people like to either mask or shoot while they're dropping so that it's a little bit less obvious, but I'm assuming Fallen is watching his side. Oh, Shroud destroys him with the CZ. And end up picking up the round. So far Fur has not been having a ton of impact. He's just, he's gotten one kill through a smoke. So with the spawn, looks like he's on the eco hunt. He's trying to grab some frags. Ends up with 1, 2... 3. So with enough money and after C9's save, we're back on the buy. He's back on jump sliding drop. Eats the nade again, even though he saw the first nade come the exact same way. So whoever's Shroud throwing that nade is really, really good. It's been doing a ton of damage. Throws a pretty good nade onto E-Box. Mollies it off for some counter aggression. Automatic kills Phelps in mid. No refrag. So Fur is going to go fill in Phelps' spot in mid. Gets flashed in. Automatic gets a kill long. There's really no reason for this person to be pushing long without the danger guy at least coming up to check to see if somebody's holding close here. Automatic loves playing this little crunch spot right here in between the boosts and peeking long. That way he can like try to fight long and then swing back to kill the danger guy. I really don't have any idea why he didn't. Yeah, forgets the good trade. See, this is why it's pretty bad in the 1-4. I mean, you just have people jumping out of Juliet, trying to push the door, which gets smoked off. becomes really dangerous. Even though it takes a ton of time to get up this ramp, so... Fur gets boosted over the wall. That's kind of cool. Fur kills Doodle on sight. DK lives up to his namesake and picks up 2 more frags. Alright, so they're back on the bye. Looks like a lot of rifles. Kind of change up the tempo a little bit. Contact out on the B flat. Eats a fatty nade. Doesn't refract his teammates because he got slowed down. Stewie jiggle peeks him from statue. So far Fur has not been on. Really weird to see. I mean, he's only gotten like a couple of eco frags, trades. He's not taking a lot of duels really. And he hasn't, I don't think he's really won any duels except for the one on automatic. Whoever lost that didn't do any damage, so while he was retreating. And I mean that's kind of a duel because he was expecting it, but he's not peeking into anyone. He's just catching rotates back or repositions. Throws a pop flash for his mid guys. Doodle falls back. Automatic also falls back. So C9 playing pretty passive around the sites. First gonna pop flash mid. Automatic in the corner gets a free frag on Taco with no one to refrag. So it looks like right now they're playing somebody Daddy B to hold the rotates through long, B long, but they're never really like going through B long. They're always just rotating safe through the sites because drop is always so vulnerable for a fast flank. Kind of weird to see that they have people pushing without the potential for a refrag, even on like a low or a force buy. Just a lot of waiting around here. Nothing gets Deegs. Fallen kills who? Skadoodle, and then Stu K dies in the back. And they end up winning the round in the 2v2. Is he gonna go back to jump spotting? Dodges that nade again. Shroud almost hits him with another good one. Shroud using his molly early. Even though they're already out, he still has not dropped yet, which is a little weird. Fur finally gets the trade. So it looks like Fur's kind of watching a lot of flanks. Because they haven't won the round yet necessarily, and they're coming back off of a low buy, I think it's good that they don't push Skadoodle here. Because he does have the possibility of going for it. Pardon me. Even this run is a little sketchy. Because you never know where this guy's going to be. Weird to think that he's not already long. Cool, they pick up the round, 5-5. All tied up. Should be interesting to see if C9 buy here. looks like Fur with the spawn is gonna contest long. Automatic playing close. Weird that he doesn't get any damage there. It looks like he was pretty close. Nade was good too for where he usually plays. That drew the flex guy. Fur is gonna stay here and keep control of what they have. And it looks to be an A hit in the first place. Probably ecoing. Yeah, automatic playing close by the wall. Trade. Totally blind. Caldera helps him pick it up. Skedoodle passes it out with the op. And they pick up a 6th. So a little bit sloppy there. It looks like whoever ran around this corner really got dicked on by automatic playing close here with the CZ. Good reaction speed by him. I think that whoever can abuse this position against SK will definitely be able to get frags. They never seem to want to push this smoke when you throw it down. So if you're just jiggle peeking and then smoking off here, this room doesn't really buy them that much control because the only connector is their connector. Giving up this room is a lot less healthy, and giving up this room is the worst. So it's kind of like the 3 stages of control of getting to A. Is like if you're clearing through mid, you're getting these 2 stages of control, which is like most likely to XA, unless you rotate B with a lurk somewhere in danger. Otherwise, it looks like they've been grouping up behind Fur, looking for Fur to duel somebody here, trade out, and then explode onto the site. Still looks like they're not very afraid of this. Previously, they naded here before pushing, but it looks like they're just kind of pushing dry. Pardon me. See, he checks boost first before this position, but he would have already died from this position if, yeah, this like 1-2 here of the CZ guy tucked here as well as the boost could actually be really, really dangerous. I don't know, I think that's a really good eco strategy, is if you just commit to long. Rotating one guy back into A. Getting close to the site. They molly back site instead of... Or with a nice headshot onto Juliet. Stu 2K gets a kill APC. Still have not cleared this guy out of the site. Find Stewie. Nice kill. I don't know who exactly got that. Might have been the molly, might have been a pistol. Let's see if Fur eats the same nade. Shroud seems to dodge it. They're getting to drop fast. And they're wrapping the site. Shroud with 2 quick kills. Looks like they didn't know Fur was there. Now it's Fur on the ace clutch. No real reason from anyone from C9 to do anything. Yeah, I don't know why nothing is walking up on that smoke when they lost track of him. Just seems very irresponsible. That nade could have easily killed Shroud at E-Box. And Fur with the monster clutch, ace the round. Absolutely beautiful 1v3 played by Fur. He knows that automatic and Skedoodle like to play in mid. Nothing is behind for some reason, and he's looking straight at the smoke as Fur walks through on the left-hand side, gets that kill. They hear him throwing nades into drop, and instead of giving him the bomb and making him plant it, and just abandoning the bomb and playing it like a like a 1vx or like a 2v like a 2v1, like splitting the sites and just, you know, make him clear the entire site. He gets one kill and drop, and then peeks the other guy at Shroud standing at E-box where he has been the entire round in the entire game. So pretty bad capitulation by C9. I feel like they could have played that 1v3 infinitely better. Obviously they lost it in the first place, but like I mean, just the decision-making process. First he's no nade drop, so that tells him that they're pretty much on an eco. If he's not seeing utility nades to try to get him to slow down drop, then he's probably free to start trying to clear stuff out. That's why you see him pre-firing so many different angles. Nothing with a nice shot on the taco. Phelps kills automatic in mid. Looks like they want Steve looking to push here. Probably he's gonna catch somebody. Oh, somebody else. Dude will kill somebody in mid. Phelps, what are you doing, man? Gotta clear your corners. Somebody's already pushed up all the way to stables, so Fur's alone here. He knows there's somebody mid-ramp with a gun. He's gonna clear mid-ramp by himself. Scooter probably didn't have any armor. As they get that kill, they know one person is probably B. One person max is B, so they immediately take the gamble. Both of the players are ultra low health, so Stewie out of position. I like this position by Fur. I think this is sort of underutilized position on retakes. Because if people are peeking rock, they're never going to see you here. And peeking from lane, especially if you've gotten drop control, can take a lot of time. So putting this smoke, and this smoke between you know, tree and statue is pretty common. So if you can just keep the smoked the entire time, you can have a pretty like nice shooting gallery. Like you catch people on boost, you catch people pushing around trying to clear, you can catch people rushing through the smoke, or cover these two positions. And it's covered from a lot of different areas. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of a cool angle. Looks like Shroud doesn't want to go for this. He has an op, I think, so he ends up saving. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. So far, Automatic has been holding down A. So, yeah. I think these kills are more a function of how well or how often SK has been going A, as opposed to like how really well they're doing. It's interesting to see Fur with so many kills right now, just because it doesn't feel like his impact so far has not been like huge. So he's had so if you take away his ace, right, or the 1v3, then he's at 11 frags, which is close to his team's average. But I mean, his ace was monstrous. He also got 3 kills with a Mac and an eco. But I mean, he's just been like, you know, pretty consistently trade fragging and you know, doing his job. So I guess like if you're setting him up in spots, I mean, what more can you ask than a like ace 1v3? And it looks like they're on pace to win their half. Shroud finally mollies, and he just runs into Shroud's molly. Yeah, I don't get that. Like, you didn't see the. I don't know why you would push this molly. He hasn't peaked the whole game, and he molly dropped once, and you're gonna push his molly. I don't know, seems kind of weird. Shroud throws his nade, and they end up losing that round. Yeah, I mean, could have gone better. Fur really loves playing A alone, and you know, I commend him for it. It's pretty crazy that he can do that. So this is safe from long because of the tree. Nothing in Shrouder clearing through danger, calling that they see nothing. There wasn't anything mid. Oftentimes he will play in danger, which is, respectable. And Scoodoodle's rotating over with the bomb. He now has a teammate to watch his long so that he can dedicate on mid. I like that. So he's playing this middle pillar right side by the tree. It's a really bad range for for like Glocks, because you're never gonna one shot somebody from that range, and they're definitely gonna one shot you. So pretty CT sided angle here. I mean, they call nothing up mid, so forgets one. He's lit, retreats back. Some fancy jukes. Tries to tag the player going out. I know Shroud's on the site. Cleaned up. I don't like how it's not showing that last kill there. It's kind of confusing. Doesn't dink whoever is playing cart, but looks like only... Ooh. Taco caught pushing. Caught peeking into long. I'm kind of surprised that... Alright, they know nothing is in danger. Fur catches him through the door. Automatic is out through drop. He is really not winning this gunfight. Automatic wrecks him. Bombs down. They're all pretty much one bullet from a Tech 9, so... Oh, this is actually super CT sided. If they end up pushing into, like, little lobby, you always see the shadow here first, so it's pretty easy to cover that other angle. I mean, he heard him pick up the gun and go back down. They already have the bomb, so it's pretty easy for him to call. He's rotating back through ramp. He grabbed a weapon. Clears connector, close connector, nothing. Pardon me, must have rotated back through. Pretty easy kill there. For asking for some HP. First sees another one, gets tagged down. Knows they're only on pistols. It's an eco, he can back up to his position, or like his favorite position. So he's been playing long and mid, as well as sometimes like the swing. So it's kind of interesting to see that he's not just dedicated to... Can hear some steps long, he's gonna see the shadow. Ultra easy kill from there, gets dinked down by Shroud. Can smoke up long and go play the site. Good round by Fur. Probably just gonna push into the meat grinder B. Oh, Fallen has no weapons, so he's just gonna show him backside. Fallen ended up not buying a weapon because he knew they were on an eco. You don't really need to... if somebody dies, or if, there's a risk. Interesting. Fur is now playing inside of drop. He's going to boost cold up into drop aggressively. Fallen is calling Lots A. I like that smoke ABC. All this is very good utility. So oftentimes they want to wrap up APC, smoke one side, and then just wrap the site. Smoking this makes it hard for them to clear close to the Juliet. Shroud sees him in the smoke. I mean, he had no idea he was there, so it's kind of hard to play around that in general, but, you know, tough for Fur. He has not been getting really that lucky this game, but he had a really stellar performance. It gets molly. They molly off so they can't push, so Skadoodle's posted probably. Phelps and Fallen both get their frags, so Fallen on the retreat here. Ends up not going down. Pop flash. Looking the wrong way. Doesn't get refragged. That's a tough round. Wait, did they end up winning that round? No, they won an earlier round. Yeah, so he like he wants to use all his utility and try to watch long, but they were just pushing with Tech 9s. I mean, it's kind of weird that he didn't keep his gun out more, but you know, it's just the way things go. Doesn't see anybody, immediately starts on the lurk, which I like a lot. Automatic is gonna miss him here. He saw his head peek, like jiggle peeking, so he already knows where he is. Oh no, I'm gonna cough here. Oh no, that could have gone so much worse. Fur with the monster knife. The BM disrespect, no backstab, double right click in the hip. That is some F. Gets another. Fur ready to make some more cashola. Bounces nade off the rafters. Decides not to peek mid this round. Instead, Fallen is opping long. So, I mean, I like the mix-ups on the CT side. He seems to be playing in quite a few different positions, focusing on A. A lot of people, like Automatic, for instance, just really dedicate into this lobby and try to slow people down as they take control here if it's an A hit. First seems to be, I don't know, it's not like patterned. It's very hard to read, which might be one of the reasons why Cobblestone hasn't been broken for them for the last couple of months, just because, like, if you're trying to figure out what this guy is doing, I mean, what is Fallen's system here? I mean, at some point in the CT half, Fur boosts Cold. Is that because Cold is not getting enough action and he wants more action, or is that because they have a read on a strategy? Why is he not playing up close here or not peeking here? I mean, it's a gun round, so I guess this is an economy read on why he doesn't peek, but he throws the same flashbang. Is that a waste or is that like tactical? I'm not quite sure. It might be just enough to slow them down. He knows they're on Tech 9s. Phelps and Cole are going ham. Fur gets a pretty nice kill, gets team flashed. Cold gets a sweet kill on Automatic, and another kill on Shroud. So whenever anybody else tries to counter boost up like that, they get instantly wrecked, at least on the pro level. I mean, I've seen Scream kill that boost a number of times, but, you know. So Fur takes the peek, ends up not getting any contact, and slides away. Sees Shroud push. Or Stewie push, pardon me, does not see him push back, but Fallen might have the read on that in terms of noise. So nice. So yeah, Fallen's pushed all the way through. He's probably just gonna go help out Cold and drop. Oop, looks like an A-split. Tough luck. Are they gonna end up? Yeah, they end up losing that round. Stu gets two pretty crazy kills with the Tech 9. I like how once they got smoked out of B, they just hopped out the other window and came through door and got the same thing accomplished. So like they get contact door, and then the other two guys come through the smoke. That could be like more well executed. Like if they would have thrown that flash a little bit earlier and had the two guys split. See, now he's in danger. There's no way to read this guy, man. How are you supposed to know where he's playing? all of his plays has been really good, and like his aim and consistency has been really crisp. Um, except for, I mean, he has lost some fights. Like if Shroud would have been any closer at this range with the PT50, he would have gotten like one shot headshot. He got wrecked over here while playing close A site by this wall, with a Tech 9. I don't know, just seems kind of weird. Got killed by Stu with a Tech 9. Seems like rushing this guy with a pistol is getting a lot of work done. 2-3 split. At a minute, they don't see anything, they don't hear anything, and Fur rotates back. Might be because of utility, might be a timing thing. Ooh, somebody got a sick flash. Interesting, they pre-molly the... Ooh, nice nade by Fur. They pre-molly the stairs. Oh yeah, he's gonna try to shoot into the smoke here. It's not gonna go well for him. Oh, he actually got a frag. What the heck? Sound again. Gets the kill onto Skadoodle, and now it's a 1v1 with our man Automatic. Gets him 4K for the win, 30 and 13. Now that is an impact round. So coldzera doing an excellent job at drop. Been shutting them down consistently. Like really high caliber player compared to somebody like Shroud who has to hold drop. But Fur, man, like this game, I actually it wasn't really that innocuous. He had like some pretty amazing plays. He got a 4K here, a grenade, and 3 rifle kills. He killed a planner, then he flanked and killed another guy, and then he got put into a 1v1 and clutched it out. Automatic was having a good game. So was Stewie to a certain extent. But just looks like nothing didn't show up. Pretty bad game from him. Yeah, Phelps and Taco as well. It is just crazy to think that they got carried so hard by Fur on this map. It's weird. A lot of the T rounds didn't really feel like they were that decided by Fur. I mean, I guess like you win the economy to a certain extent. So you got like a 3K. So we got the clutch, which broke them, and then you get the 3K with the Mac 10, then you get the 5K. I mean the Ace with the clutch, then you get another 4K to close it out. So that's like a third of your frags right there in only a couple of rounds. Just went leaps and bounds. Yeah, really cool to see. So trying to refer is pretty hard. In general where he's going to be. He's going to be playing drop. He's going to be trying to get control. He knows how to. He doesn't basically like if you look at a player like Happy is always going to molly this before he drops in. Always going to smoke. He's telegraphing exactly when he's going to drop. But Fur just wants to drop in and take a fight. I think people are respecting him a little too much. He's not really playing around pop flashes, a second guy and drop. He's just he's waiting for somebody to push him. Pardon me. A lot of that has to do with Fallen backing him up with the op or like a second rifle here to cover another angle. But I don't know. As much as he did not get lucky with some stuff, he played a ton of these situations beautifully. He had the exact read on where people were going to be, and when that guy is on, he is one of the most unstoppable forces in CS. His mechanical aim is like renowned, and his LAN performances have just been popping off lately. So his game is also online, and on LAN he is even better. I think their pings are relatively low here. I don't know where that scoreboard was. At some point, the scoreboard came up, and you can probably find that somewhere in here. But that showed their pings. I'm pretty sure their pings are relatively low. All in all, great game by Fur. It's going to be cool to see if North... I'm assuming that G2 is going to lose to SK. I don't think G2... G2 beat them on Cobble, but I don't think they're going to lose to... I don't think SK are going to lose to them again on Cobble if they let it through. And G2 might let it through because they already beat them on this. I don't think they're going to lose it again, though. I think they'll probably study the demo, figure out what went wrong. If Phelps is having a good game, or if Taco is having a good game, if one of those two guys is having a good game, then pretty sure that everything will be a-okay. So after this, yeah, you can see their pings are ultra low. They're like basically sitting on the server. Yeah, these are like LAN pings online. What the heck, man? Yep, really cool to see. All right, well, that does it for me. If you would like to see a certain POV demo, go ahead and hit me up on Twitter. Hit subscribe if you want to see more of these POV demos. And as always, check out Counterflix. These are where I'm watching all these demos. They provide a ton of great POV demos of really recent events. And there are also a lot of really varied international teams. So if you're from Europe or from NA, you can get a feel for what things like the, Central Asian or South African scene is like. And that is always really cool to see other countries playing CS. All right, well, that does it for me. And if you would like to see more, go ahead and come back again soon. Take care.